The media plays a large role in our lives. Online media, printed media, social media. We are getting flooded by information. How should we inform and educate ourselves in the hotel industry? Welcome to Never Check Out. We welcome Paul Sprakel in our studio. Paul is the founder and publisher of Uitgeverij PS. Paul, PS in Uitgeverij PS. Are those your initials?
Also, but it actually means postscriptum, which is Latin for naschrift.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's a bit old-fashioned.
Okay. Yeah. And you own a publisher, right?
I do.
Because that's the Dutch word for publishing.
It is.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So good to have you. Welcome in the studio. You're at Never Check Out. We talk about the hotel industry. Mm-hmm. I know you have some magazines. Which ones do you have?
Hospitality Management. The restaurantkrant, cafékrant, lunchroom, bed and breakfast.
Okay.
But for the hotel industry, it's Hospitality Management.
Hospitality Management.
Yeah.
And it's also an online platform.
It is, and a newsletter. And once a year we have a big conference.
So you're a busy guy.
A bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a whole team? Or
Sorry?
You have a team, or you do it all by yourself?
I do it all by myself. No, I do have a team.
There's a song about that.
No, we do have editors supporting and everything we need to publish. Yeah.
Wow, very cool. And printed paper.
Yes.
I'm from the IT industry, as you might know.
Yeah.
Printed paper, a future?
I think a big future.
Yes.
I think the big advantage of paper is it's very quiet. It's very sophisticated. It's
very quiet.
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
It's very quiet.
And you don't need batteries, right?
We don't. No.
So printed paper will stay.
I think yes, for a couple of decades at least. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the environment?
I hope the environment goes well. We do our best to be CO2 friendly.
Okay.
By just only working with printers who recycle paper, have recycle ink, etc.
Okay, cool. So you are aware.
Well aware. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think e-ink will be a thing soon as well. But it's all digital, of course. But then you still have it in your hand.
Yes. And you need batteries.
So yeah, that's true. But it might be a thing. Yeah. So hospitality management. Let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. So you have this magazine. You have the online paper. You have the press releases. Mm-hmm. How often is it updated? Hospitality-management.nl.
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's free of charge.
It is.
So
you can visit the website. You can take the news. You can download educational papers. And you can subscribe to our free newsletter.
How can it be free of charge?
We have sponsors.
Ah.
Yeah.
And do they influence the articles?
Not really. Sometimes it's necessary because all the innovations and new products come from companies and not from hotel owners.
Okay, so you need the sponsors, but you also need their information.
Yes.
But you have your own editors. Sense
yeah.
checking if it makes sense, and it's not all about advertorials.
No, I don't think if you do that, it's not very serious.
Right. I agree. So a lot of media. Mm-hmm. How can we make a difference? How can we get people to your website? How are hoteliers informed?
If they read our magazines and visit our website, they're well informed.
Okay.
And we do our best to give them a wide range of news, background stories, and interviews. Mm-hmm. So they're up to date with their knowledge.
So you're a full platform, basically. I mean, you're the magazines, you say Hospitality Management online. Mm-hmm. Hospitality-management.nl. Yeah. And you also are the organizer of Hotel Summit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It used to be Hotel Tech.
It used to be Hotel Tech. We changed the name just a few years ago because it's not only about tech. It's about tech, it's about management, it's about trends, it's about the economy. It's all the things that influence the hotel industry.
Okay. Talking about trends, what do you see as trends? Or maybe from the past few years?
I think that everything that has to do with IT and technology has become very important. If you look back 15 or 20 years ago, it was quite a traditional business, and the hotel industry nowadays is data driven.
Technology advanced.
Yes. Yeah.
And do you write about that as well? IoT,
A lot.
cybersecurity.
Yeah, we do have a paper within a few weeks just about cybersecurity, just to make hotel owners aware of the danger internet offers you, also for free.
So you're educating your readers, basically.
I hope so.
Yeah, very nice. So if we talk about these dossiers you have online, they're free to download, they're informative. I know you also have this PMS update coming out every year.
Yeah, once a year. It's one of the ugliest things we make. It is. But I think if you want to choose a new PMS system, it's a necessity. Yeah, you need it. So you can compare all these systems, the most systems who are on the Dutch market.
It's a printed Excel, or
yes.
you do the comparison.
You can download and you can look at it at your screen.
Okay.
But we advise to print it. Yeah.
Is it also in the paper, in the printed magazine? Or?
No, it's only online.
It's only online.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I have one question, and I just will read it from this one. Can you share an instance when a trend covered by your platform became widely adopted in the hotel industry?
I think that's quite a difficult question. We do publish a lot. We do see a lot of trends. I don't think that our information is that big that people just follow us. What we do is we give a lot of information, and eventually the hotel owner has to decide which decision he makes. It's not up to us.
It's not up to you?
No.
Okay, but I think you share an opinion sometimes, or?
Yes, I do, but my opinions are not relevant.
Okay. So you're a very easygoing guy and you don't want to influence anybody?
Thank you.
Okay. So anyhow, I mean, yeah, we talked about printed paper, we talked about online, we talked about a hotel summit, we talked about hotel tech. Are you an expert in media?
A bit, I think, yes. I do know a lot about media.
And how will we acknowledge that?
Because as I look at things we do, printing, it's a combination of print, online, newsletters, training, and the conference. I think we're quite aware of what we should do. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think COVID-19 influenced the whole printing industry and the whole media industry?
Just a few minutes ago, you told me we shouldn't talk about that.
No, that's true. That's true. But I'm out of questions, so.
Yeah, the funny thing about COVID is that it influenced just for a very short time. If you look at the market right now, tourism is going up. There are a lot of building plans in the hotel industry. I think if you look at the next decade, the tourism market will only grow. The MICE market will grow.
Did you expect that to grow, the MICE market?
That's one of the big mistakes I made just a few years ago. I thought the whole MICE market would disappear.
So you did share an opinion?
Just among us. Now, I thought that Zoom and Teams would take over, but the pandemic is over. Nobody talks about it. It's business as usual. Everyone wants to shake hands, see each other, talk to each other.
Hospitality is about people, I guess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's all about people.
It is, but I think that's business, right? I mean, if you want to do, I mean, we are one of the sponsors from, SBIT is one of the sponsors for hospitality management, and the reason we sponsor is obviously that you have printed paper and it's spread out widely, but you take a long time to build a relationship, and once you have that relationship, you don't step away from it because of the people behind it, right?
Yeah.
And that's why we do the hotel summit together, and we do a lot together there. You also, I think, have a paper, I didn't know about that years ago, where you publish all the hotels in the Netherlands.
You mean the book with the
big
hotel
book.
chains?
I remember I asked you, like, can we have this book as a file? And you said, no, it's only available with...
in paper.
In paper.
Yeah. I'm a publisher.
Is that still the case?
Yeah.
Is it still only available on paper?
It's still only available in paper.
And you still do it every year?
Every 3 years.
Every 3 years?
Every 3 years, because it's quite a big job to do.
Yeah, and what's in there?
All the hotel chains in the Holland, all the MPO's, the multi-property owners, divided in national and international parties and companies.
And the relationship between those as well, I think. Huh?
When we know it, yes.
Yeah, quite a big one.
It is. Yeah.
So you are actually a bit of a journalist yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't consider myself as a journalist.
No, but you're always hunting for information, talking to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you are in the independent hotel show every year. You don't have a booth, but you have a wall there.
Yeah.
Promoting your magazine, talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I see a lot of articles in your paper as well. So in your magazine. So you are a bit of a journalist yourself.
I do the inventory.
And then you send an editor or a journalist out to do the interviews. All right.
We do it together.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I think I'm all done. I was just wondering about the future, but we already talked about printed paper, and you said, well, it's here to stay. I think a lot will stay on the online platform.
Yeah.
I think Hotel Summit will be bigger than ever because of the new setup as well. So for now, I'd like to thank you, Paul, for coming to the studio.
Thank you for the invitation.
Happy to have you. So anyhow, for our viewers, I hope this was an inspiring session. Please subscribe to this podcast by clicking on the link, and remember, you can always check in, but never check out.